You've seen so much more than I have. Whole wars, the fall of the Order. I've read fragments, records, but words don't carry what it must have been like.
No, they don't.
Then tell me, not the stories from the archives. Tell me what you lived.
Some memories aren't easy to share, but if you want to understand the Jedi, you need to understand the war that broke us.
I do.
The Clone Wars. They changed everything. The Jedi weren't ready for a conflict like that.
Because you'd lived in peace for generations.
Exactly. For centuries, no true war. We trained to keep balance, to settle disputes, not to command armies.
And suddenly you became generals.
Yes, overnight. Masters led fleets. Padawans like me were given battalions.
You were still a learner.
Barely more than a child. And yet I had men, thousands, looking to me for orders. Clones bred for nothing but battle.
Did they trust you?
More than I trusted myself. I learned fast. I had to. But every victory cost lives, friends, brothers. My first battle was on Christophsis. I was assigned to Anakin the moment I arrived. Hardly had time to say his name before the blaster fire started.
So you were thrown straight into war.
The droids had the city surrounded, streets burning, civilians trapped. I remember the ground shaking from the cannons. My lightsaber felt heavier than ever, and yet I had to lead men older than me into fire.
And my father?
He thrived, charging forward, turning impossible odds into victory. He told me to trust my instincts. I did. Somehow we broke the siege, but that day I understood what the war would demand of us. It wasn't just battles, it was asking children to carry the weight of generals.
So it wasn't glory.
No, it was survival. The Jedi weren't warriors, but we were forced to become them, and in the process, we lost sight of what we were meant to be.
That doesn't sound like the Order Master Yoda told me about.
It wasn't. We told ourselves it was for peace, but war consumed us.
And Palpatine tightened his grip while you fought.
Exactly. We won battles, but lost the greater war. We became the Republic's army, not the galaxy's guardians.
So the Jedi weren't just destroyed, they were already hollow.
Yes, the fall didn't happen in one moment. It was centuries in the making.
I've read fragments, old holocrons. They spoke of Jedi guiding civilizations, seeking knowledge.
That was the Order at its height. Explorers, teachers, peacekeepers. The Jedi once walked among the people, helping worlds grow and heal. They didn't rule, they listened.
The texts I've studied talk about temples on many worlds, Ossus, Jedha, even worlds deep in the unknown regions. Each one served a different purpose.
Yes, back then, the Jedi didn't gather in one place. The Force flowed freely through all of them. But over time, everything centered on Coruscant. The Order stopped looking outward. We built walls and called it wisdom.
And the people outside those walls began to forget who the Jedi really were.
They did. To many, we stopped being protectors and became something distant. Officials, not allies. When the Clone Wars began, they didn't see defenders of peace. They saw commanders in armor.
By then, members of the Order had already lost what made them Jedi.
Exactly. The Order's fall didn't start with the Empire. It started when we forgot to listen, to the Force and to the people we served.
By the Republic's last days, more guardians of tradition than seekers of truth.
We stopped adapting, believed detachment made us strong, believed serving the Senate meant serving the galaxy.
That's the mistake I can't repeat. My Order won't be chained to politics or locked behind rules until it forgets why it exists.
Then you've already learned more than the Council ever did.
Sometimes, I wonder if the Jedi were ever meant to return at all. Maybe the Force wanted them to end, so something new could begin.
The Force doesn't destroy, it transforms. What ended was the Order as we knew it, but the heart of what it meant to be Jedi, that never truly died.
You still believe in that heart.
I never stopped. I just stopped believing the Council knew how to protect it.
Then maybe this time, it won't be about councils or codes. Maybe it starts with people, with how they choose to live, not what they swear to follow.
If you build something like that, it won't be easy. The galaxy's full of fear and anger. Those who serve the light stand alone more often than not.
Then we'll stand alone, until others find the strength to stand with us.
You sound like him, you know.
My father?
The best parts of him, the ones that believed hope could survive anything.
Hope survived because of people like you.
No, because of people like you, who refused to give up on those who'd already fallen.
Then maybe it's time the galaxy saw the Jedi again, not as legends, but as people who still care.
If that's the Jedi you want to bring back, then maybe it's worth trying.
One step at a time, then.
Every journey starts that way, even the ones that change the galaxy.